Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are shopping the stash. I went through and picked out quite a few things that I have not used in a while, but I used to love and use quite a bit. The only thing that I didn't shop for was my eyeshadow palette, and we definitely have that conversation as to why I didn't. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to hit a big thumbs up. But if you want to see how I got this look and what products I used in my collection, just keep watching. Okay, we're going to start off differently, and I've been approaching makeup application a little bit different. So I'm going to start with my foundation. I know I've been mostly reaching for like my high-end stuff. I really like this new Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow. Too Faced, I haven't used in a while on camera, but I've been using it when I go to work. But back here, I do also have my drugstore and my Spare of Beautiful Skin, which they're two different shades. So 7 Cool, and then I got 6 Neutral in a subscription box. So when this one runs out, I'm going to use that one. But let's see. My CoverGirl Outlast, really like this one. Haven't used it in a while. And then let's see, we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Love this. Also the e.l.f. Hydrating CC Cream, the regular CC Cream. Ooh, this is good. I've been using this quite a bit. Really enjoy that. Let's see. Wet n Wild Photo Focus. We have, ooh, this one is really good. The Radiant Serum Foundation from L'Oreal. Love this one. It's a little bit deeper, so I don't want to wear this one today. I haven't been tanning in like 3 or 4 days, so I'm a little bit lighter, not like deep dark summer tan. Let's see, the Maybelline 30 Hour. This one's good too. I haven't used this one in a while. I kind of want to use a drugstore. I feel like I've been reaching for my high end more frequently. So I think between these two, I'm going to use my 30 Hour from Maybelline. All right, and then we have concealers. So there's quite a few good ones. We have Maybelline. This is the 30 Hour Super Stay. So do I do the duo? The Fenty ones are really good. Tarte, Kosas. I used this yesterday, 2 days ago. Too Faced Born This Way. One Size I just used. Too Faced Ethereal Light. I think I'm going to stick with the duo. That'll be fun. So now that we have foundation, I can do my primer. I do still pick up my Tarte Timeless. It's one of my favorites, just in case. The Ella Masqua Hydra Veil, really love this. I repurchased it multiple times. Have not used this on camera recently. Maybe we use this one. We also have, who is this? Olivia Palermo. If you used to watch, what is it? The Hills? I can't remember what show she was in. It was one of the reality MTV shows. And now she has her own makeup brand. I haven't used this one in a while. I do like that. Let's do Olivia Palermo and Tarte Timeless. I mean, I have been using quite a few of these recently. e.l.f. is really good. Laura Geller's one of my, like, it's at its last leg. I'm almost done with it. I'm trying to finish it off. Complex Culture is no longer a brand. Ooh, there's also the Nabla Angel Aura. This one's really good too. Let's go with Olivia Palermo. I'll use this one next time. For setting powders. Okay, so I just picked up the Makeup Forever, and I'm still testing this out with other foundations and whatnot. When I use this with the Makeup Forever Hydra Glow, it was really, I don't know, it kind of was shiny later. So I'm not completely sold that that's a good setting powder for me. We got Laura Mercier and the Ultra Blur Kimchi, which I haven't used in a while. Urban Decay. Ooh, I haven't used this in a while. This is the All Nighter Translucent. Tatcha. I keep saving this. I haven't used it. Do I need to reach for this one? Let's see. I wish I could ask you guys which one to use, Tatcha or Urban Decay. We'll go with Urban Decay. We'll leave Tatcha here. We'll use this next time. Okay, you guys, we are on to contour and bronzer. We have Westman Atelier, which is so cute. I just picked up the mini for the like full face of Sephora. It is a good contour. This one from NYX, the Wonder Stick, is actually really good too. Just did a full face of LYS. The e.l.f. Halo Glow. Ooh, I haven't used this in a while. Let's use this for contour, but I still need a bronzer, and there's quite a few. And I'm kind of like, okay, do I do liquid contour and powder bronzer? There's so many good ones. I just use the one from Zoeva. Too Faced. LYS is always a good one. Just use that one in the full face video. Let's see. There's also... What is this? Oh, the bronzer and blush. Ooh. Alamar, Moira, Sephora. Actually, you know what I haven't used recently is the Charlotte Tilbury. Let's grab this one. Okay, you guys, blush drawer is chaos. And I know I need to declutter because this is just out of control. I like blush and I've recently fallen in love with it more than I have ever. Like, my highlighter drawers are out of control, but my blush drawer is intense. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to use? So I have a cream contour, cream bronzer. Let's see, do I want... Ooh, here's Makeup by Mitchell. We have Anastasia Beverly Hills. Do I want cream or do I want powder? The Glam Light Blush Duo with Betty Boop. This one's cute, but I don't know that that's the color vibe today. Too Faced. This one's the Cloud Blush. So good. Milani. You know what I haven't used? The NARS Orgasm. That's decided. I literally haven't used this. I picked it up and it ended up in the drawer. Okay, highlighters, and this is out of control. I know I need to declutter it. These ones from P. Louise are really good. I actually just used this one from MAC and Patrick Starr, and I used to love this, and I don't know that I love it anymore. This is why I know I need to come back through here and declutter. Highlighter stick, Twilight and ColourPop, Barbie. This one is Pure and Barbie, which is really pretty. I haven't used that one in a while. Although I'm seeing these two right here. I love these ones from Kaleidos. Surf Star, or Star Surfer, and Ray Rider. I love Ray Rider for work. And I think Star Surfer, let's see if I can open this with one hand. This one's got like a iridescent pink shift. Kind of want to use this one. I don't really get to reach for it quite often. We'll use that one today, but like, you guys, this is absurd. Okay, you guys, we do need to get brow gel and mascara. So for brow gel, I have quite a few. I just reorganized this drawer. The Kosas Air Brow, this one's really good. There's the NYX Thick It Stick It. Benefit Fluff Up, really like. Let's see. This one's Lay Brow Eyebrow Gel from, I don't remember. This was a subscription box. Wander, Charlotte, Urban Decay Big Brow. Let's see. Let's do the Urban Decay Big Brow because it's the Big Bush Brow. I just got this one, but I haven't used it a lot. And for mascara, so I've got my drugstore ones right here, or more affordable. I'm just making a mess over here. And then I've got my more expensive ones with Fenty and MAC and KVD full sleeve. Let's see. And I have all my little samples right here. That's Airbrow. Let's see. NARS Climax. Ooh, that's a good one. Pat McGrath Dark Star, Benefit Roller Lash, Tower 28, Finicils. Ooh, I haven't used Lancome Finicils in a while. Let's do this one, the High Definition Mascara. It is a little sampler size. I've just been trying to use it up. Okay, now we're into lip glosses because I'm going to pick out a lip liner. I'm looking at this. I have Patrick Ta, Pat McGrath, Buxom. That's good. Fuchsia Flex. This one is delicious. Charlotte Tilbury Lip Plumpers. Kaleidos. Maracuja lip oils. These are so good. Let's see. Ooh, I haven't used this one in a while from REM. This one's so pretty. There's also this one. Do I want to use one of these? There's so many good ones in here. Yeah, I'm going to use one of the REM ones. I kind of want to use this one. Okay, so we went ahead and shot my stash for pretty much everything we're going to need, with the exception of an eyeshadow palette. And I went back and forth on it. I was like, ooh, I've got some really good eyeshadow palettes. I should be playing around with those. But then I also know that I just did the review of the Lethal Cosmetics Willow Grove, and you guys had told me you still wanted to see the shadow palette from Midnight Serenade. So I really want to use this one. It's been burning a hole in my drawer, and as much as I want to shop my stash, I really want to review this one. So we're going to do shop my stash for everything else except the eyeshadow palette. And I went back and forth because I was like, technically the new drawer has some eyeshadow palettes, so we could shop my stash in there. All right, so this is the Midnight Serenade. This came out before Willow Grove, but they did a bundle pack with it. And it was a little bit discounted. It wasn't an extreme amount, but it was a small amount. So I do want to swatch these. These are absolutely stunning. And I don't usually swatch my palettes during a shop my stash because usually I'm going and using an older palette, one we've already swatched or used in the past or kind of discussed. But I don't know what the exact colors look like in the pans right now. So when I look at them, they look one way, but I know that when I go and swatch them, they're going to look a little bit differently. So let me go ahead and swatch these. We'll discuss real quickly and then get a way forward. Okay, you guys, the swatches are beautiful. I love Lethal Cosmetics, duochromes, triochromes, shimmers. Their shades are stunning. The mattes are really pretty. So they're more of like the grungy side of each of these tones. Crescent and Requiem, those two are sticking out to me because Crescent is more of like a peachy shade and Requiem is kind of like that mossy green. Those two I think would be really pretty together. And then looking at the shimmers, so you've got Starlit and Enchantress in that top row, the first two shades. Enchantress is kind of like a peachy pink. I kind of want to play with that one along with Starlit, which is a really pretty kind of iridescent or holographic white. And then you have some of the deeper, darker, grungier tones like Ember is a beautiful purple. Dreamscape is that beautiful sapphire shade. And then Tempest and Obscura. So Obscura is kind of like I wouldn't say it's a chocolatey brown. It's kind of like a bronzy brown. And then Tempest is kind of like that scarab brown that kind of goes between the different shades. So looking at this, I think I have a way forward. Even, I'm not completely sure because Continuum, top row next to Dreamscape, which is that sapphire shade. It has peachy tones, but it shifts to kind of a greenish yellow tone. I don't know if I want to do the duochrome that way. Hi, Sochu. But I'm going to go ahead, prime my eyes. When I come back, I'll figure out if I have a way forward. Okay, you guys, I think I have a way forward. I'm going to start with this shade Crescent. This one I'm going to pick up on my fluffy crease brush. And what's crazy is I'm looking at the shades that I want to use and I'm like, oh, this is more of like the lighter side of the palette. But the shades are beautiful. So I want to get a good feel for them. Let me know if you guys would have preferred me to go through the makeup collection for future shop my stashes. I know today, just because I had a couple palettes that aren't new releases, but I've picked them up recently, and your comments have been that you still want to see the palettes reviewed. You still want to see them in use and the swatches and everything like that, which I appreciate, because there's times that I will, follow a YouTuber and I'm looking at their videos and I'm like, that's been out for a second, but let me see what they're going to do with that makeup or that palette, because sometimes their techniques are different. Maybe they see a different vision for it. Because I can also 100% say that there's palettes or makeup in my collection that when I first purchased it, I didn't see a different vision for it or a different way forward with the shades that I was using. Now into shade Requiem. But as I got more comfortable with makeup and color and how I did things, or even trying out different techniques, when I go and try out a new palette, I'm like, ooh, let me dip into that color. Or I've discussed multiple times with you guys that I don't normally use orange eyeshadows, but I have in the past and recently. So I'm using my compacted smudge brush to place this color down, because I don't want it to fluff everywhere. Once I'm done with everything, I will go and blend out with Crescent later. But I want to give that pinky tone its moment. Hi. When I turned off the camera to prime my eyes, she got mad at me and jumped off. She, one, dug her claws in and then jumped off. She was mad that I moved. But she's also happy that I'm upstairs and hanging out in the beauty room. The day, it's wretched outside. The weather is horrible. The weekend's been pretty nice. Today is actually Memorial Day, and Luke and I aren't really going anywhere. We did stuff with friends this weekend, but just kept it pretty low profile, which I've been doing lately. Well, I think I posted pictures. We had gone to Pixel, which is kind of like an old school arcade place. I'm going to the shade Enchantress. This one I'm going to pick up on my middle finger. So Luke and his buddy, they're really big into the old arcade games. So Luke and I like to go, and then we went with another couple and played arcade games, played some skee ball, air hockey. It was just a good time acting like kids. And I'm going to go into the shade Starlit. This one I'm going to pick up on my ring finger and just marry these two back and forth. And pick up the dry brush to just kind of flick it into the inner corner. Really like that. I also want to bring it through the crease a little bit. That is a really pretty shade, and then playing off the peachy pink shade, it's just very pretty. So there's the peachy pink, but it's got kind of purple undertones too, and then you've got the green and blue playing with that when they mix together. I'm going to go back into Crescent on my fluffy crease brush, just right here. She's back at it. Hey, can you leave some lotion on my skin? Ow, stop biting. Brat. Animals, they're so weird. Her love language is licks the nibbles, and then sometimes rough biting, and it's mean. So alright, to move on to everything else that we picked out, the Olivia Palermo Primetime Illuminating Serum. So this one kind of has an iridescence to it. It is quite stunning. It's like pearlescent. And it's just kind of silky on the skin. Just some natural shine right there on the nose. Alright, and then the usual Tarte Timeless. I swear I might need to just buy stock in Tarte just for the Tarte Timeless Smoothing. There's a couple other, there was like a Tarte Poreless that I used to use and I really liked. I don't know if they still have that. But that one I used all over the face. Okay, and then on to the Maybelline 30 Hour Foundation, the Super Stay. And I have mine in this shade 30 Sun Beige. Okay, or I had to put it on the back of my hand because it didn't want to come out of the pump. That was weird. Never had that issue before. And one pump goes a pretty far way. Yesterday I was reviewing video and Luke was sitting on the couch with me while I was doing it, and he saw, I think it was during the full face of LYS, I was showing the eyeshadow palette or whatever, and he's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, that's where the monitor is. He's like, you look at the monitor the entire time? I'm like, no. But if I'm ever looking this direction, that is where the monitor is. So when I'm holding up a product and I'm trying to make sure like I'm looking at the right spot or like pointing to the right location, that's what I'm looking at. But Luke has watched some of my videos and I'm like, why did you just now 2.5 some odd years later, like, what are you looking at? It just kind of made me chuckle and I'm like, I wonder like how many other of my viewers are like, what is she looking at over there? There's a monitor. I know I've talked about it in some videos, but not all videos. It just doesn't come up. But I thought it was funny that he's just like, what's over there? But he does come into the beauty room, so I don't know like how he never put that together. But he also doesn't like sit in the chair and hang out up here. He'll come up here and hang out with Sochu for a little bit and play with her while she's in her cat castle. But I thought it was funny. Anyone else ever wonder like what I'm looking at when I look over this direction? I'm intrigued now because he asked that question yesterday and I was like, what do you mean what I'm looking at? You have seen the setup. Like, you know what's over there. All right. Now that we have a pretty good coverage, and I'm not going in like too heavy-handed with the foundation because I like having some of my like natural, like, what is it? They're not blemishes. Spots coming through. Spots. I want everything to be smoothed out. But we do still have some other cream products to use before I go into concealer. Alright, so I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour. I have mine in shade light medium. I will say, like, this gets really freaking messy. I may have put too much on. Interesting. I've never had that issue before. What the heck did I just do? I may have squeezed too hard to like get the product out. We will fix this. Whoops. Be careful when squeezing out e.l.f. Halo. It can be messy if you get too much out. So no extra product on the foundation brush. I am just gonna, from right here, go back and like kind of fix this area because that is way too intense. Powder will lighten it up, but like not enough. I guess we're gonna play a game of leapfrog. Alright. Fix that for now. We do still have cream bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I have mine in shade medium. I get some pretty good love out of this. I was wearing this last week because it's not like super intense, but it's nice enough to just wear to work because you get some good color payoff and you can build it up if you need to. Also, this is good on top of powder. So like maybe you put powder on and you realize that it's a little too light. You can put this on top of powder and it will not budge on the makeup. It won't ruin it, which I appreciate. Don't forget behind the ears. They don't always get a lot of sun. We were in the pool yesterday at a friend's house. So the sun wasn't completely out, but even on the cloudiest of days, there's still sun. Alright, so concealer, we're using the Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour Concealer. I have mine in shade 15. This is such a great lightweight concealer and it's still so creamy, really nice under the eyes. Doesn't fall into my lines or gets like super creasy and gross. Alright, that's where we're at right now. I've actually only ever applied this with my sponge. This is really nice with a brush. Oh, that is so like absolutely gorgeous. That gives a beautiful lift. I do want to set my under eyes before I do my blush. I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent. Haven't used this in a while. I just want to set the inner corner area. So nice and smooth. Okay, we're gonna set the powder aside for right now. We're gonna do the blush. This is the NARS Liquid Blush in Orgasm. All right, this one I'm gonna put on the back of my hand because it's just kind of like a light peachy pink, like liquidy shade. If you know what NARS Orgasm looks like, it's just the liquid version of it. I'm gonna start towards the back and bring it forward. It's like there's nothing there. Cute. Very cute. just like dab this onto my cheeks. And I know there's quite a few people that are like, don't do that. It happens. Because I'll do this with the Rare Beauty. I just put it straight onto my cheek. Alright, it's starting to build, but like, why is it taking so much time? Granted, NARS is not, or like, the shade Orgasm is not the most intense shade that they have. I'm also trying to not go too far forward with it because I did already set that area. That is really pretty and glowy. Like, why have I not used this sooner? And I don't remember, like, I mean, this is like a mini size. So I think I got this in like a kit. I didn't go and purchase this. This came in like a gift set of some sort. Was that the holidays? I can't remember. It is very pretty and very glowy. I am afraid that when I go to set my like cheeks, because it's not like super intense, I'm gonna need to go and get like the powder shade of this and set it with the powder blush. But it is building and it is really pretty, and like this will probably be something I reach for a lot of the summer. It is really pretty. I also know that there's other shades from NARS in this. I just happen to have this shade. Okay, now to set the rest of the face. There is a little net in here. Like, I honestly don't like these because I'm sitting here pressing super hard trying to get product out, and it's obnoxious. Alright, make sure nothing settled into my lines. Okay, even with the snafu of the contour, my makeup looks really good right now. And it is a wonder because I don't reach for this setting powder that frequently. I need to though. My skin looks so good right now. I do like the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. It is so good. The concealer just, I'm never going to get rid of the lines underneath my eyes. As I've gotten older, I'm just coming to terms with them. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking about them, but it's just a part of who and what my makeup is going to look like. Anyways, now I need to finish the under eye. I'm going to go into the shade Crescent. This one on my small compacted smudge brush the entire length under the eye. I know I said it looks peach earlier, but I would say this is like a salmon shade. Into the shade Requiem. I'm going to go back into Crescent on my fluffy crease brush. Just right here, starting on the outer edge. Now, trying to shop my stash for brow stuff and eyeliner is really difficult because I don't have them in drawers, per se. I actually keep everything in this. So I've got my brows, I've got my liquid liner, and then I've got some of my kohl and pencil liners for the waterline. Now, looking at this, ooh, I haven't used this one in a while. I have the Benefit Brow Styler, $1 Billion Brows, Charlotte's Tilbury. This one's really good. LYS, really like this one. Ooh, I have Give from Gwen Stefani's brand. Melt, Almar. Let's see. I think I'm going to do the Benefit Brow Styler. I haven't used this one in a while. And then I still need to do a brow wax, but that's in a drawer. Let's see. The Nabla Cupid's Arrow, really like this for the waterline. I have the Sephora 12 Hour. Do I want to do light colored? I might do the light colored. This is really the only nude shade that I have. But if I do this one, the only one that works well in the top is the Urban Decay 24/7. I feel like Vanna White just sitting here with my little... Alright, now we've got ColourPop BFF. We have Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. Kaja KVD ink liner. Let's do the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I haven't used this one in a while. It could also be dried up and we might have to switch to a different one. Anyways. Alright. Okay, now the thing with Benefit Brow Styler, there's not a spoolie on this. Thankfully I keep one on my table. But you have the pencil. And then on this side you have the powder. So it just depends on like how intense you want your brows to be. If you want just fluffy powder brows, you just use this. If you want the waxy brush or the pencil, this has a good angle and it'll flick through. If you want to do both of them, you got some intense brows, but you still need a brow gel to keep them in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do the pencil and then the powder so you can see. I did already comb up my brows. This brow pencil is also a little bit more stiff than some of the other ones that I have, but it is so good. And it fills in quickly, like that pretty much got shaped so nicely, so quickly. There's a huge difference between them. Now let's see if we can make them be twins. You need to fix this side a little bit. This one's looking crazy. Like this wasn't as thick. Now it wants to be taller. arches exactly the same. This one's like more archy right now. I will say this pencil is a little bit waxy, so it's going to help the powder stick. And there's a ball bearing or something in there that like makes that noise. It's in the handle. So it doesn't have anything to do with the powder. It has nothing to do. It's literally just, what is that? I'm like, alright, so I'm going to flick this through. If you want like super intense brows, you go and add the powder afterwards. Do I need to do this? No. My brows look fine without it. But it'll just kind of fill in the sparse areas that maybe the wax like didn't necessarily grab onto. Like for me right here in this lower part. Why am I like I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. In the mirror they look so much. This one's got like a dip here, and then just, it is what it is. Luke and I are just hanging out around the house. I decided to film because I wanted to have some content for this week. But all right, now we're going into the Urban Decay Big Bush Brow. I have mine in shade Brown Sugar. So this one, like, I drag backwards and then flick it through. Now for the liner. This is the Sephora 12 Hour. This is only going in the lower lash line. And then the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. This goes only in the upper waterline. But this is waterproof, so it won't transfer to the nude in my lower waterline. Now to see if this is still good. It in a little bit, so wasn't sure. This takes way longer on camera than when I just do it by myself and get my mirror that's directly underneath the camera. I like can zip it on real quick. But on camera is a whole nother story. Have to curl my lashes. They're too long, otherwise they just like jut straight out, and it's like, what the heck did I just do? Alright, and now the Lancome Definicils High Definition Mascara. I used to use this all the time growing up. It just like pulls all the lashes apart, but it doesn't like make them fluffy like false lashes or anything like that. I'm glad I could like use this and be like, still it's not my favorite. But this was what I wore in high school. Like, I had a job in high school, so I would go and splurge on some things. I didn't have a car payment. I had bought my car from an auto auction for like $3,000. I had a 1989 Toyota Camry for my first car. But I liked it because I didn't have a car payment. I only had to pay my insurance and my cell phone. And so when I got a little extra cash from work, I would go and splurge on my MAC Studio Fix foundation or Lancome Definisils mascara. And it's not even the best mascara from like, I graduated in 2003. So like late 90s, early 2000s. Like I probably could have gotten better mascara from the drugstore. But I wasn't like, I'd be like, ooh, I've got a little extra cash. Let's go to the mall. But I've been working since I was in high school. I worked for my grandparents at their pool store during the summers or watching my cousin Julian. And then when I came back from visiting them, because they were up in Michigan. But when I would go back to Florida, which is where I grew up, I worked at Hollywood Video, PJ's Wholesale, the like Costco equivalent. But I worked a lot when I was in school because I wanted to be able to provide for myself, with the exception of a house and stuff. I obviously lived with my mom. Well, I say obviously, some people don't. But I lived with my mom down in Florida and my dad was up in Indiana. Now, he is down in Florida. So, parents are in Florida, everyone else is up north. Alright, I got a little bit of mascara right here, so I need to take this off. Alright, we need some setting spray. And that is on the table. I have my LYS, I have the Maracuja Miracle Mist, which is really good. I have my Charlotte Tilbury, I wear that all the time. I do also like the Morphine Continuous Setting Mist. I think I want to use the Tarte Maracuja though. This one's so good and like juicy on the skin. That might seem like a lot, but for like the nice mist that it is, look at that. Use my fan. And then press in the rest of it. Now, I'm thinking I want to do a lip liner and a gloss. So, we just have the drawer of all the lip liners. And there's quite a few. So I've got like a brown shade from Persona, got Huda Beauty. I haven't used Kylie in a while. This one is the Candy K lip liner. What else do I have in here? I also have, I have two of the Candy Ks. How did that end up happening? Two nude shades. Let's use one of those. They need to get used up. They both need to be sharpened. You guys, I just realized I completely forgot highlighter. We have the Star Surfer, and we need to do the inner quarter and the brow bone before I go ahead and do my lips. I don't usually forget highlighter. It's one of my favorite things to apply. It's a very like icy shade with pink shifts. So pretty. So pretty. There's part of me that's like, oh, I need to go back and like reset my face. But then there's part of me that's like, just let it go. It's fine. All right, so now into the Kylie Jenner Candy K lip liner. Okay. Maybe one day I can have lips that are the right shape, but that also requires some reconstructing, and I don't think I want to do that. So for right now, we'll just fix them with lip liner. All right, and then we have Jelly Sandals from REM Beauty. That is so pretty. I love this shade. So juicy on the lips. I love the blue iridescence. It doesn't necessarily look like it's picking up on camera that way, but in person there is definitely like that bluish glitter. And then because I only did the lip liner right through here, it kind of ombre when I press my lips together with the lip gloss. So pretty, so juicy. This will be a fun lip combo for summer when my hair is pulled back, which it tends to be during the summer because it's just too darn hot. But you guys, this is the final look. We shopped the stash. We played with a newish eyeshadow palette to me, the Lethal Cosmetics Midnight Serenade. I like the moth on here with the skull in the center of his back. The color story is very pretty, very deep and dark, but I ended up getting a lighter shade using these four right there. I like how my eyes turned out. I could definitely deepen it up, give it more smokiness, but that wasn't the vibe today. So I like how my skin looks. This product, haven't used it before. It just happened to be in the drawer because I'd had it for a little bit and I was like, oh, I'll reach for it eventually. It's really pretty. I'll probably reach for it quite a bit during the summer. Maybe I'll see if I can pick up a deeper shade in it. I do like deeper blushes, especially when I go and set them with powder. It is going to tone them down. But like I said, I could have grabbed the powder blush in Orgasm and put it on top of it to just kind of amplify it. But I see people do that and I'm like, isn't that pointless? Like the whole point of doing a cream blush and then setting it with powder is that you shouldn't have to go back in with a powder blush, right? Anyone else feel that way? Let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts about Shop My Stash and not really shopping for an eyeshadow palette. But I knew that I wanted to use it, but I also wanted to dive in and play with some of the things that were already in my collection that I knew I loved but haven't played with recently. So let me know what you guys think and we'll have that conversation. But you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications to new videos. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.